as you could hear the Emir just a few moments ago saying he was happy and honored to be here, and he talked about what he referred to as a successful campaign against terrorism groups in the region. But he said, we speak today amid the suffering in Syria, and that was a major topic of conversation between the two. They will go on to a working lunch. But the Emir said this must stop immediately, referring to Bashar al-Assad, calling him a war criminal. What happens next is the big question.
So a couple things about Qatar. We know recently the president called them out on, terrorism. So that's where that came from. It'll be interesting to see if he does the same thing with Saudi Arabia, because we know their history. But we have 10,000 American troops at an air base in Qatar. We need Qatar. We need Qatar if we're going to hit Syria with anything, except for our battleships maybe, like we have before, because our overseas command, U.S. command, is in Qatar. So those decisions and that brain trust is right there. So we're going to need them.
This is why the president said he needs 24 to 48 hours to kind of.
He's got to work these relationships.
Got to work these relationships out. But I think the Bashar made a mistake in underestimating this president. If those Tomahawk missiles didn't get his attention, and now he's going to go and do this, I think General Cain nailed it when he said what we need to do. Here's the other thing that I think that they're underestimating. Russia, as well as Iran, as well as the head of Syria. We have a new sheriff in town. Don't test this president. And that's what I believe they're underestimating.
Well, the danger here, though, is that it escalates, right? In other words, we have to be very careful about next moves because of Russia, because of Iran. I agree with you, Herman. I think that we are in a very different world than the one that we lived in with President Obama in charge. And you now have a president who's not afraid to actually take action, whatever that may be in Syria. He's going to do so, though, to the anger of the Russians. And that's just the reality now that we face as we increasingly find ourselves in a, I don't know, Cold War kind of scenario, for lack of a better term.